A very special greeting to you. Welcome to another program in the series of programs produced and presented for and on behalf of Team Unity Dominica. My name is, of course, Alex Bruno. I am a founding member and architect of Team Unity Dominica. I serve as the General Secretary of the movement. Carlos Charles is Unity leader, and it is because of him I'm here today to introduce him, to present the team's 2023 Christmas message. A little bit about Team Unity is that the party is about a year old, started just 2 months before the last Dominica general election. We did take part in the election, albeit in a ceremonial way. Filed five candidates, won over 100 plus votes after not actively contesting or even campaigning. And since then, the party continues to build. We have grown beyond what was started. Membership has grown. The list of candidates will be more imposing, and there'll be a live contest, an actual contest at the next election cycle. So, on occasions like these, the team put out timely messages. And today, with 1 day to go before Christmas 2023, the Unity leader Carlos Charles steps in to present his Christmas message. So, before more ado, let me introduce Carlos with his Christmas message for 2023. Carlos, a very special greeting and welcome.
Good afternoon to you, Alex, and good afternoon to my fellow Dominicans, both here and abroad. I'd like to welcome you to tuning in to another Team Unity Roundtable. Please bear with me as I present this year's Christmas message. And the title of the message is called Planting Seeds of Unity This Christmas.
And I think you need to be full screen for that, so I won't be a distraction to the people. I'll join you right after your presentation for a little discussion.
Christmas used to be a time when friends and families and communities came together and shared kindness, love, good tidings, and cheer. Today, Christmas appears to be different. It appears and it seems as if the love and warmth of Christmas is not shared with everyone. In fact, I have met with several people today who do not feel the good old Christmas excitement that some of us now feel. This Christmas, I would like to wish for unity among people in every community. This is a Christmas season that we should remember those people who are less fortunate, the disadvantaged, the downtrodden, the sick, infirm, differently abled, the dispossessed, the homeless, the elderly, children, incarcerated Dominicans, and any and every other person who requires special attention. At this time of year, when we celebrate and commemorate God's love, we should practice real love to everyone, including and especially to those who may not who we may not have shown love over the years. Let us mend our broken relationships, build connections, strengthen families, restore community relations, and cut the ties of central dependency. This Christmas season should be one where we learn to care for each other once more. Let this season usher in a new mission of people caring for people, people loving people, people supporting people, people looking out for people, people joining hands with people celebrating with people praying with people respecting people. The seeds of unity needs to be planted this Christmas. Is if each of us plant a seed, Christmas could be a time when we begin harvesting. I know because I have literally begun planting seeds. This gives me a feeling of satisfaction to see new shoots grow. I look forward to being a planter of seeds of sorts, a farmer, a food producer in the new year. I have been planting literal seeds of unity, unity of purpose and goodwill. I urge you to plant a seed of unity today because unity is the only way. Unity will work because Christmas appears to have lost its meaning. Instead of celebrating the birth of Christ and sharing love throughout humanity, we have plunged into a spiral of expressing perpetual support for people who seek to divide the people for their own expediencies. Christmas should be a time of people. Yet today, on the eve of Christmas, we are waging a war in the Holy Land. There are wars and conflicts in Africa, throughout Africa. There are threats of conflicts between Guyana and Venezuela in the Americas. And partisan political tribalism has slammed the door shut on Dominica's Christmas traditions. Unity can open up that door. Love will bring us back together. Our traditions will help make our people strong again. Therefore, let us pledge to unite for progress in 2024. Unity is a tree which grows with the correct nurturing. Let us plant that proverbial tree today. As we come to the end of 2023 and prepare to embrace 2024, I ask that we focus on what matters most. I believe that thriving is key, and our people have not done so well in that capacity. So I declare 2024 as the year for more for more of us, more for you and your family, and more for Dominica. On behalf of Team Unity Dominica and my family, I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a 2024 filled with more of which you have longed for: joy, happiness, prosperity, comfort, peace, and yes, of course, unity. With these few words, I would like to say thank you. And Alex, I hope you're still there. I, I've been we took our time to get ready for the session today.
All right. Well, thank you, Carlos. That is a major speech. Very, very, very eloquently done.
I mean, short and to the
Appreciate.
point.
Yeah, yes, that's pretty much how you do a speech. That's what it is. That is the standard length of a very good speech. If you're doing a lecture, probably you could do 20 minutes, 25, 30 minutes, but a speech should be about 5 minutes, and I think you nailed it. So thank you, Carlos. You now must share your speech with the media, and certainly the text of your speech you should share online as well on the social media pages of the team. So you have your work cut out for you. I do not know whether you have a full staff. You could employ your staff to do that. I really must commend you on a very, very good speech.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right.
Uh,
So I do not know whether you want to have a little wrap up in terms of a discussion. We do not have to go for the full time, but we could spend a few more minutes just to reflect on the speech, and maybe to tease you a little bit about some of the major areas of the speech. I mean, I get it from you of the sowing of the seed, and that came directly from you. I cannot pretend that I didn't know the speech because I've seen the speech before you read the speech, so I knew what you were coming with. But I still have to commend you. But I get the feeling, Carlos, that the sowing of the seeds you're talking about, it is metaphoric and it's also literal. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Break down the sowing of the seeds in terms of the metaphoric way that you see it and the actual sowing of seeds. Are you sowing seeds in both ways, Carlos?
I am, and I would not say that if I wasn't actually taking part in that. See, Alex, when you sow a seed, um, and I can talk from the farming background because I'm now dirty in my hands in the soil. It doesn't germinate immediately, but you if you bear patience with that with that seed, and you water that seed daily, you will see the benefit of that hard work that you put into making sure that the soil is fertile, making sure that you plant the seed at the right depth, making sure that it's always moist, and making sure that it's in a nice warm area so that all it meets all the conditions for germination. It will eventually happen, and after a time you will see this two shoots sprout up from bursting through the soil.
And
That is in the literal sense. In the metaphoric sense, you go out, you meet people, you talk to them about the vision for Team Unity and the dream of putting Dominica in a better place and working together with everybody who desires to see the difference in our country.
amen. And so, good examples, wonderful explanation. You do not necessarily show off and boast of what you're doing. So, that is good. Some people believe politicians should be showy, 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 and be promoting, 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 promoting. I do not necessarily agree. I think your work should speak for you, and people who you work with and for should speak for you. It takes a little while, but then when you build a political foundation like that, I mean, it is well built. So in both cases, I know you're working, Carlos. You are disseminating the message of of the team, the party, and you're also literally planting. I really, however, would have liked to seen where you started to feel a little sowing of your seeds, and now that your seeds are germinating, because I see the passion with which you speak about it, Carlos. And I know what it feels like when my seeds germinate, because I plant seeds as well. Um, so can you share a little more? Tell us what, I mean, are you really literally sowing and planting and seeing the benefits of your seeds that have been sown in the farm,
Yes, sir.
Carlos?
Yes, sir. I can tell you my motivation for that is besides the point of us trying to get persons to go back to the soil and wanting to set the example so that others like me, persons who are millennials, can look at can look at this as an opportunity. I went to a popular supermarket in Roseau some time ago, Alex, and I saw a customer buying one single bell pepper. I was like, can I see the price of that? And the price of that, my brother, that alone was in. I mean, I was thinking about it. I started doing my little work, but when I saw that, I said, Carlos, you have to put full speed ahead.
So you're a full-time farmer, so to speak.
No, I'm not a full time farmer. I do it. It's part time, but I spend the necessary time getting stuff together. So clearing the land, preparing my seedling trees, wetting my plants, and then continuing the rest of my day.
So Carlos, you're a politician turned farmer,
Yes, sir.
but a number of very successful people have done that. Politicians. Prime ministers. Prime minister now, and people, ministers of government, and so many, many guys who are farmers, and that helped them quite a lot. I really hope and wish that the seeds that you're sowing will germinate on both sides. Stick with the farm, because this has rewards, and I can tell you, when you are stressed or sad or down, and you go to your plants and you do your gardening, you're up. Trust me on that. It really motivates you. It builds your self-esteem. So congratulations, my dear friend, on dabbling in the farm, and it can only be rewards for you in 2024. But I want to see some of your crops, my brother.
Well, you see, I want to make sure that we start germinating, and then I can share. what I can possibly do in the future is show photos of my trees, although they're empty right now. I only recently, as in this morning, two of them saw the cells started germinating. So I will share that. I will share that at a later date. But for now, I wait for everything to and then share that information.
All right. And in terms of the plans for the new year, what is it that you expect to see for Dominica?
In terms of the plans for the new year, I would like to see Dominicans come together. I would really like to have more engagement among persons with different ideas, and we agree to disagree in certain things and look towards, make plans towards the future and for a better Dominica. In terms of team unity, myself and the team, we will release our information at the appropriate time.
All right. Well, partner, as I said, I want to keep it very short and to the point. I want to give you enough time to go cut your speech and put it out as itself. Also, put the text to your speech and share your text with the media. So I'm going to allow you the time to do that. If there is nothing else that you want to add for now, I think your speech should stand out as is. So go ahead and make sure that your speech is circulated. Because if you don't do it, who's going to do it for you?
Well,
If you
some
can't,
member of the team.
or the team, yeah, so get them going. Make sure people like Carlisle and Matt and everyone got a copy. Even if they do not, well, Carlisle will publish you. I'm not sure that Matt will. Well, forget the other media. I'm not too sure that they will either. But at least send
Matt,
it to them.
where Matt publishing?
It's true.
Okay.
It's true.
I just asking a question.
Anyway, I like to tease these guys. I think Curtis might give you a play, Curtis. So send it to
Oh,
DBS as
Curtis
well.
is a consummate professional.
Curtis will give you a play. Curtis will give you a play. Curtis then Carlisle for sure. And that Rhonda too, Rhonda Luke, she's a wonderful professional as well. And this young lady at DBS, she's still there now, the one who was the what's her name again? The DBS
If
one.
I'm
Huh?
thinking you're talking about Leila. I think she's
Yes.
still
Langley, she's there? All right.
there. Yes.
All right. Yeah, people like that would share. So send it to them, my brother. Go ahead and do that, and then let's touch base a little later. Wonderful speech.
Thank you, sir. And we look forward to even more engagements, folks. Enjoy your festive season. Don't eat too much of the fruitcake and ham. Live for others, and don't forget to share with your neighbors. Be a good cheer. Let's make the most of the time that we have.
I heard, I heard before we leave, I heard a priest, an African priest, said, "Christmas is a season of good. Of Christmas is a season for men and women of goodwill." And then he paused and he said, "Also for people of Roseau and Mao and Marigot too." And this was just so funny the way he said it. A season for people of goodwill. And then he paused and he says, "Roseau and Mao." That priest was real funny when he did that.
That's a priest after my own heart. Then
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, partner,
I'm
because
not
this
certain that
is
I would ever be a priest, but
you can. You're childless right now, and even if you're with child, as long as you don't have the responsibility of the child anymore, you can be a priest. You know that, right?
uh,
So, if
I,
politics does not work out for you, you could do the vocation, the priestly vocation.
so I said I could join the priesthood.
Of course, right now, my
Oh,
dear
okay.
friend, my very dear friend Branca John, Father John is a priest. He was like you. Branca and I are close, like you and I are close. And the day when my Father John went to accept his vocation and his calling, I guess who drove him? Yours truly drove him to the bishop. And guess who dressed him? Yours truly. Make sure he was looking well. He was very humbled by the occasion, but I was there with him. That's a dear friend of mine, Father John. So you could become a priest too. It would be nice to see you as a priest, Carlos. So if
I
people from
I will stay focused on the mission.
if people from Kinfield will vote for you,
Who tell you
you
I
can
run in
become
kid
a
feet?
priest.
Who tell you I go to run in kid feet?
Oh, sorry, man, sorry. Anyway, Carlos, but we have a lot of fun.
Mary got Tyrone.
You can become a priest. You can become a priest in Marigot. Uh, I would like to see you give people the majority of Marigot people body of Christ, boy. Anyway, Carlos, for real, yeah, go ahead and prepare your speech, man. I want to see that in the media. I want to see it circulated. I want to read it on DNO and on MO News. Because the
The
message
great
needs to go.
Emmeline Ansem.
That's my girl, man. That's our girl. That's our girl. When I talk to her, I call her everybody's girlfriend, man. All of us own a piece of MO. I know my partner might get a little vexed, but so it is.
I,
We
I,
all
I,
own we all own a
I,
piece.
I want to ask you. Anyway, let's leave that alone. If you're looking for a sign,
I'm looking for a cool sign on my head. What is I looking for them, man? Yeah, well, anyway, my partner. Talk to you later. We have training today,
yeah,
no?
I don't think so. I don't think
All
we
right,
are.
cool. Well, let me know. Take care.
All right, take care, guys. Thanks for having me, and look forward to the next time.